It's been 19 days since we brought the wine most home from the Finger Lakes. And in those 19 days, we've fermented the wine from a sugary grape juice of Vidal Blanc into alcohol. And then after that, we stopped the fermentation, killed the yeast with potassium beta bisulfite, allowing those yeasts and other sediments then to be chilled in the mini fridge I have below here. That cold time for the last week plus has allowed all the yeasts and junk in the wine to settle to the bottom because they're not active anymore. Potassium beta bisulfite did a great job in terms of knocking the yeast out, and because of that, now the wine has become clear, and that clarity is what I want. I don't want a hazy, opaque wine. What I want is a wine that is palatable looking, that meets modern standards of what clear, well-made, clean-seeming wine is. So what I've done is I've taken the tank out of the fridge in its cold storage here and put it on top just to allow it to settle again, because it might have rocked about a bit, it might have moved a bit. To keep it from getting too warm though, I've wrapped it in my little towel. But now that it's settled properly, we can start racking the wine from the carboy here into the tank below that you can't see. Sorry. What that'll do though is separate the inch or so of sediment on the bottom from the rest of the juice. This racking will then allow me to let the wine settle again, do another racking, and hopefully in a few more tries the wine will be pretty crystalline and clear. But for the time being, we use this siphon tube. I need to remove the airlock. The airlock has protected the wine for the last week and a half. I've sterilized the tank below here, cleaned it, and just to be sure that there's no extra water, shake out the last few drops, just so the wine doesn't get too contaminated in any way, shape, or form. And then what we're going to do is siphon into the tank. And now I could pour the wine, but the reason why I use this racking tube is because by pouring it, the sediment would just keep carrying up to the edge of the glass and then get into the wine as well. It'd be very hard to stop that process. And so instead this is much easier because this way I can just pump it and then literally just pull the tube out and that'll stop the flow that's been created. But give it a few turns, make sure it's flowing fully. And what I want to make sure as well is that the wine doesn't create too many bubbles or get too much air contact. Air is bad, especially for whites, that oxidizes them and starts the creation of things like volatile acidity. It's basically how you get vinegar, as you slowly expose the wine to air. So we're progressing well. The wine's going to cruise through pretty quickly here. And I just have to keep an eye on it to make sure that no bubbles form. Rotating the tank slightly so that the sediment faces. What you want is the sediment line to face the tank that you're pouring into, so that way you can tip the tank, concentrating the juice on one side and not getting the majority of the sediment on the other side.